don't know. Hey, but
Ladies and gentlemen, KocoSports.com proudly presents Wrestle AM. It's half wrestling show, half morning show, pretty much all BS. And of course, you got half the Coco crew here holding it down live. Yours truly, sexiest man on all over Internet's Wrestling Radio. That's right, Boom Boom here, shaking the room live from the RVA, Richmond, Virginia. And of course, I'm joined there way across the pond in Tokyo, Japan, by the man they call the Space Cowboy, the Gangster of Love. Some people call him Maurice, but I just call him Dave Coco. What's up, buddy?
Nothing much. For the record, I'm here just in moral support. I did watch WWE NXT, but I've been really sick the last 2 days. So, Boom Boom, this is your show. I'm just here for support. I'm like, you can do it, Booms. Review NXT. I watched it, but I am sick as a dog. But you know what? I wanted to be here for my pal Booms. Booms.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. LK, he's sleeping. He's getting plenty of sleep right now. Sammy Sinister, just actually funny that you mentioned it. Just as I was uttering that sentence, he just sent me a message, and I'm just letting him know that we are alive now. But he had to work late tonight. He had to close up his job. Or close up. I don't know what he does. I don't know. I think he's like.
You talk to Sammy Sinister real quick. If he wants to jump on, let him jump on. As always, we ask you win, loss, or tie. We'll be getting live comments. The fastest way to get to us on live comments would be at Twitter at KocoSports. Sign up for ProWrestling.me because it's awesome, and KocoSports.net. I heard it's a website.
Yeah.
Booms. Why do the people at Coco Sports want you to promote Coco Sports more than me?
Oh, I know.
It's a website. It used to be updated. It used to be. Go back and see what wrestling. It's like moving on. Booms. What'd you say? Win, loss, or tie?
Overall, you know what? I'm gonna give it a win. I'm just gonna give it a win. I was like. This was recorded stuff from WWE Access, on WrestleMania weekend, and I was so tempted to go, you know what, lost. They phoned it in, but the opener and the main event, I think really saved it for me. And I'm thinking, well, if two of those matches are actually pretty good, I have to give it a win. Overall, I found it to be enjoyable. I feel like NXT is falling into Ring of Honor territory when it comes to their TV tapings. By that, I mean, it's like they'll do like a show and then they'll do like 95 fucking hours worth of TV tapings in like 4 days. And then that's what we have to watch until like the next big event rolls around. And I'm just getting, and I know why they do it, because the demand is so high. I mean, these guys are just constantly out touring. So they had to tweak their taping schedule. So they'll do Access. They're going to do, go back to Full Sail University. They're going to go out and do some more shows. I think they're going to be up in New England. I think they're going to be in Connecticut, New York, that area this weekend. And next week, I believe they're going to England and Ireland. And so because of that, they have to record. But I think as a television show, it kind of hurts it because they're recording all this stuff, and we have to look at the same crowd, same background, same everything, same thing like as Ring of Honor. It's okay, but it's dated, and then you just kind of, and I just don't want people to feel like, well, I don't have to watch anything to like TakeOver. And once I watch TakeOver, then I'm good. I don't have to watch for another 2-3 months. That's where I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna give it a weak win. But it's like a charity win. You know what I mean? It's like, all right. It just felt like a house show. They had 2 great matches, which I give it a win, but one of them was a non-title, and all of them seemed to there's a part of me. Can I put on my conspiracy cap for a second? I have a little conspiracy that these matches, the athletes didn't think were going to be televised, because it has a house show, go light, no one get injured type feel to it. You know what I mean? It don't seem like NXT balls out, go television taping. So I kind of wonder if they recorded this for Access and the athletes are like, oh, well, let's not get injured. It's Mania weekend. Everyone, let's play fucking tap ass. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but moving on. So I don't know. There's a part of me do they know this is on television? Did they know prior because it wasn't bad. It was just so safe that you're like, am I at a house show right now? But besides, I'm giving it a week win. It was enough. There was enough to give it a week win, but there was plenty to complain about.
All right, yeah, I get what you're saying. I didn't think it was that horrible. I think it was a little different because I think they were trying to pace themselves because, I mean, they had access that weekend, and plus they know they're doing television tapings. I mean, they had to know they were being recorded because God knows there were cameras everywhere. Hell, I mean, I don't think Roman Reigns could blow his fucking nose without that being posted on the WWE Network. There were so many fucking cameras there. But let's take a look at the card here. We started out with a tag team match. You had Enzo, Amore, and Colin Cassady teaming up to take on American Alpha. That's Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. I think these two had a really good match. I really liked it started off kind of hot, but then they slowed it down, particularly with Jason Jordan working the left arm of Enzo Amore. Turned into a more psychological match of cutting off the ring. Then eventually the game changer was Big Cass coming in. What's the word here? Basically putting the beat down on Chad Gable. There were some good spots where Jason Jordan was going in to ram Enzo Amore in the corner, but Big Cass, went in between the ropes to block it. That wound up being their undoing because that wound up having, even with the save, Enzo Amore was set up for the Grand Amplitude, and American Alpha catches the win. I enjoyed it. The only thing I did not like about this was the fact that they put a fucking commercial break in the middle of this fucking match. And this is what pisses me off about WWE Network. We're paying $10 fucking bucks a month for this. This stuff is in the can. This is not live. It's not like you're live on Raw and you have to hit commercial times at certain points or you trying to sell some drama. This stuff is already in the can. Work your fucking shit around the fucking matches. I pay money to watch the WWE Network. Why do you need to run commercials? That's the whole point. This isn't like on free TV. Okay, well, we got to pay the bills. We got to go take our commercial. No, we're already paying for this. Look, I also pay $10 a month for fucking Netflix. So when I watch fucking season 2 of Daredevil, I don't get 15 minutes in and go, oh, to be continued. We'll be right back after these messages. No, fuck you. I've already paid my goddamn money. I have fucking paid it. I understand you want to promote Tap Out and sell your shit and promote your fucking shows on the network. That's fine. I understand that. But don't put it in the middle of a fucking match. Fuck you, WWE. Don't fucking do that. It pisses me off. It really disrupts the flow. Otherwise, I think it was a good match, a strong opener. I think it was still a good send-off for Enzo and Big Cass. They're going up to bigger and better things. Wish them the best of luck in the tag team tournament. And that's all I can really say about it. Coco, did you enjoy I know you had some complaints about maybe like the quality of matches. Was this one of the ones that kind of bothered you quality wise?
No, I enjoyed this match a lot. I thought it was two great tag teams. I thought I agree 100%. The commercial breaks are fucking ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But I don't know. I think we might just be older. Because, like me and you, when we talk about asking our audience for money, we're like, that's insane. That's never been done. But other YouTubers do that regularly. And, paying for a channel and getting commercials, that's insane to us. We're like, no, it might be we're just too old. And nowadays, younger people just accepted ads up the asshole. Because I have meetings with YouTube all the time. I'm like, oh, why aren't you asking your audience for money? I'm like, I don't know. Feels kind of wrong. He's like, no, everyone does it. I'm like, no, but I'm old. I don't. Andy Paps, keep your pennies, you son of a gun. I don't know. But, it's become, maybe we're just old, though. But, yeah, I agree. As an old, grumpy guy, if I pay you money, you get no fucking commercials. You get no fucking spots, period. Like, if this was a membership area or if this was a Kickstarter or, grab ass, fucking give me your money.net. If it was one of those programs, we wouldn't have the Google AdSense. So I don't know. I don't know if that's an old thing. If we have younger viewers, I'd like to know if that's acceptable. Because back in my day, you paid for a channel, you didn't get fucking commercials. Like, I remember us shitting our pants because HBO had fucking commercials for their own shows in between the top of the hour. We were like, what the fuck is this, HBO? But now I guess maybe it's just more acceptable. Maybe they're taking advantage, of the situation. And I kind of got immune to the ads at the end. Like, hey, it's a 45-minute show. To the next show, you're going to get 15 minutes of ads / PR interviews. And I've accepted that. HBO has trained me to accept that. But pay $10 and there's a fucking ad? That's ridiculous. Second, I thought, like, the arm bar by Jordan was way too fucking long.
Yeah,
that was a bit awkward.
What did you think about that spot where Big Cass? I mean, essentially, I think it was Gable picked Gable up by one fucking arm, like picked him up by his arm and just hoisted him straight up in the fucking air. Was that just not fucking awesome?
Yeah, not that, but like, I don't know why. Maybe it's because he's skinny, but he doesn't look that strong. He looks tall, but he doesn't look that strong. And then he's just like, whoop, here you go, fucking Gable's a kitten. So yeah, I was impressed by that. I also like the spot. Yeah, I also like the spot where he took the hit for Enzo. Mm-hmm. I hope that becomes a regular spot because I think that's a pretty cool spot.
Yeah, and here's a good question coming from the Internet Infantry. Ray Mastani, he actually asked a non-porn related question, so I'm definitely going to put it out here. Why didn't Enzo and Cass not win an NXT title? I think that's a good question. Dave, if you'll let me field it for a second.
Sure.
I think, to be honest, in the grand scheme of things, Ray, I honestly don't think they really needed it. I understand that, yes, it's awesome to win titles. It's awesome to be recognized for your hard work. It's awesome to be, recognized as the best in your particular division. But at the end of the day, you got to realize that the championships, and I don't want to say that they're props. They're not. They're not props. They're just, it's like a garnish. It's like a garnish. It's like if you have a really good steak, yeah, having a baked potato next to that's, if you get one next to it, oh, that's a benefit. But if that steak is really good, you really don't need the baked potato. So that's what I'm saying. That Enzo and Cass are like that big steak. They're awesome. It's awesome enough on its own. It really doesn't need it doesn't need like potatoes or broccoli or, cinnamon apples or whatever on the side. It's good enough to stand on its own. So that's why I think they didn't win it, because I think they were good enough to stand on their own. And to be honest, I don't think it really hurt them, not the least bit. I mean, these guys are on fire on Raw. I mean, if I was to bring someone in right now and has never seen WWE, and I had sat them down and I told them to watch, Enzo and Big Cass, they're coming out there, they're talking trash to the Dudleys, they're picking fights, and if I would have said, hey, would you believe it? Those guys are brand new. They only started 2 weeks ago. They would probably go like, no, there's no way. Enzo and Cass are so comfortable out there. It's like they've been out there for like 2 or 3 years. That's how comfortable they are. So back to your question, why do I don't think so? Because honestly, I don't think they need it.
I think there's 2 things I would hit up. I think it was everyone knew they were the best tag team at the time, and they were trying to get over the other tag teams. Because before American Alpha won the titles, NXT fans, if they were honest, were like, yeah, they're tag champs, but they're not the best tag team. And I think they were trying to use the tag team titles to get people over. I think they're going up to the WWE at the right time, because I think American Alpha is just a tiny bit less funny and entertaining by a smidge, but a million times better in the ring. So I think Enzo and Colin Cassady are like, oh, thank baby Jesus, we're on Raw now, because American Alpha would have passed us tremendously. So I just think they were trying to get over other tag teams. And plus, a little part of me, and I have no facts, this is just a theory, a little part of me is like, maybe they were always on the coming up soon. Like, oh, if something goes wrong, we want to bring them up. Don't put the tag straps on them. You know,
Yeah, there could be that. Now, Dave, I know this was maybe, I don't know, maybe you encountered quite this problem back when you were booking shows, but one of the things that I had heard that a lot of promoters do, like if they're like a feeder league or they're like big touring or they're having to send out talent, that what they'll do is they'll intentionally not put the title, whatever title it may be, on their absolute best wrestler. Now they may put them on at one point, but they may put it on the second best or the third best because they want to have their absolute best guy ready to go at any moment. Like if somebody calls and says, "Hey, we need your guy over here clear across the country," that way you can send them over there without having to rewrite storylines or have them drop the title or have to hold a tournament. It's just something to kind of protect, Booker does to protect the promotion and the championship and the division.
No, I was too greedy. I didn't think of shit like that. I just thought of the best. Because the thing is, I didn't think like that, but I did think like this. What if that person gets injured? What if that person gets called up? What if that person... I did have backup plans. But as far as, I'm not going to let the best guy be the I don't know. So, I always had different visions of my title. So we'll just say the main title. The main title would always go with the biggest star / the best wrestler. I've said this a million times. It's the best wrestler who connects to the crowd, heel or face. And I love long title runs, so a lot of times you'd start off as a face, and then when people got tired of you, I would wait until about, it's not an exact science, but I'd get a feel. And right when it was about 60% of people going, is he really still a fucking champion? Then I would turn him heel so that he would have even a longer title run. And the timing of it is very important. A lot of people don't talk about that in booking. Timing is very important. Feeling the crowd is very important. Knowing, I don't know, it's like booking a wrestling show. It'll be a little romantic here. Booking a wrestling show, if you take pride in it and actually do it right, is like an orchestra of live stories. You know what I mean? You have to have plans if other stuff goes wrong. You have to feel the audience. So, yeah, I was too greedy. Like if a guy got called up, and we had a couple guys get called up or get contracts. No, we just have them lose the title, or we'd just be like, oh, he left the fucking title. Here's a tournament. Because I believe, and I'm a little romantic about the championship. I'm so romantic about the championship. I'm the only promoter that had wrestlers come to me saying, I think it's time for me to lose the title. No other promoter that I've ever fucking met. I was like, no, you're going to be the champion for another fucking 27 years. I believed in long fucking title runs. Now, I didn't believe in fucking forcing a face to be a face forever because that's fucking wrong. It's wrong on so many fucking levels. But I did... yeah, I cared about the title. I cared about it. I did not. Okay. I did not. If you worked for Dave Koco and you were my world champion, on my heart of hearts, I believed you were the best in the company. Now, you might not have been the best in ring. You might not have been the best at sports entertainment, but the complete package. And there's times where we didn't have much talent, and the best wasn't that. You know what I mean? But I believed. If you were my world champion or heavyweight champion, we didn't call it world champion, that's stupid. But if you were my heavyweight champion, you were the best in the company, and it was an honor. And not every company sees it that way, and I think it's wrong. But, everyone has a different style of telling stories. The only thing that does piss me off, and, non-title, I'm glad the announcers didn't do it, but last week they, in a promo, Enzo and Cass cut the shittiest promo. And they're very good at promos, but that was a shitty back and forth. Like, hey guys, give us a fucking title. Give us a title shot. Don't worry about it. We don't need the fucking tag titles. It's just, if that was me running it, there's no fucking way that makes it to air. I scream, stop the tape, cut it again. That's me. I would be that fucking angry. Enzo might would have punched me in the fucking face. I wouldn't have let that promo continued if I was in the building. There's no fucking way. Hey guys, I just want a shot. Don't worry about the titles. Cut! Reshoot it, you fucking morons. I'm just glad they didn't acknowledge it was a non-title, even though we all fucking knew it. It was fucking horrible.
All right. Let's see. Next, we saw the debut of, actually, it was two guys who actually debuted. First, we saw the debut of actually a German, Alexander Wolfe. And then, well, we've been waiting for this for the past month, but No Way Jose. That is Levis Valenzuela Jr. Playing now No Way Jose. He came out there. Well, I didn't hate him. I was not impressed, at least not by either one of these men. I'm not a huge fan of dancing gimmicks. I did like the music. I will say that.
Yeah, so did I. I know nothing about music, but No Way Jose. I was like, fuck yeah, I get down this.
So yeah, I could dance to this in the club. Yeah, okay. No, I'm not a huge fan of the dancing gimmick, but I didn't hate him. I didn't love him. I just like, okay, let me just see where this goes here, and I'll make a decision there. But I mean, what did you think about the debut? Did it fall flat? Were you like me, just kind of like agnostic to it? You're like, okay, I just need to see a little bit more before I can pass judgment. What was your okay, Brady? What was your initial impression when you saw? Because when he came out through that curtain, and I just see this guy with poofy hair, wearing all white, and he's just dancing. I'm like, oh Jesus, here we go. It's gonna be Fandango 2.0 shit. And then he gets in there and he kind of wrestles. Works a little dance moves in. I'm like, okay. Then he starts wrestling a little bit. I'm like, okay. And then you're gonna have to work on his finisher, because he switches and I'm not making this up. If you did not watch this, I swear to you, I'm not making this up. He does an immediate switch of, like, in the ring. He goes from dance-based moves to baseball-related moves. I am not making this up. Like, he was swinging a baseball bat and chopped Alexander Wolfe in the chest. And then his finishing maneuver was, and again, I am not making this up, throws a fucking fastball and punches Alexander Wolfe in the face like he's throwing a fastball, punches him in the face. Apparently that's enough to knock him out, and that's a 1, 2, 3. Dare I say lamest finishing maneuver ever, a punch?
I don't know. I always thought John Cena's go to bed thing, like the whole fireman. I thought, like, because like that's how like dads put away their children to go to bed. He was like, all right, go to bed. Ah, thanks, Dad. And then that became a finisher in WWE. I don't know if it's the worst finisher. There's some really bad finishers. I like the music. I wasn't feeling this at all, but I'm hoping it gets better. It's his first match. The German guy, I don't know. Did you just feel like, are you here just because you're from Germany? Like, it just felt that way. Like, congratulations. Did you win a contest? Did you fucking win a golden fucking candy bar or something? I don't know. I just saw, it looked like two indie guys trying to make WWE, and I hope they do better next time.
Yeah, I hope they do better next time. I mean, I know this was just a debut match. It was a debut squash match. I mean, they're going to have to take a look at, in my opinion, you treat this like anything else. You put a rookie running back in, you go back on Monday, you look at the tape, you go, okay, here's what went right, here's what went wrong, here's some things we can improve on, maybe here's some things we could change. And I think that's what these two guys need to do, because I'm like you. It just kind of came off as it really did come off as two indie guys trying to like wrestle a WWE style match. So I'm not hating it. I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it improves. I was hoping it was going to be Carlito. Lately, I've been on a big Carlito clip for that kick. Pretend I can talk. I don't know why. I miss Carlito. Carlito. You want? I don't know. We miss you, Carlito. Come back. Yeah, so there you go. No Way Jose wins. Next.
Let's see. There's some backstage segments I want to knock out. Austin Aries, he's telling everybody he's not hard to find. He's the only one at the A-double level.
Absolutely average level.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm gonna start this on the ProWrestling.me forums. We're gonna call it the Space Jam Aliens roster. Just people that got their talent sucked out of them. We got Christopher Daniels, Austin Aries. Who else? Because they used to be great. Oh, and there's controversy. Well, we talked about this on, I think, Monday Night Raw. Dean Ambrose might make the Space Aliens roster. Space Jam Aliens. So
I'd say Paige.
Oh, Paige definitely makes the Space Alien. Yeah. We'll call it the Space Jam Aliens. And it's just people that used to be awesome. And then one day, you know, the Space Jam Aliens just sucked their talent away. But good news for Nia Jax. She never had talent. Next.
Next, Elias Sampson is sitting somewhere back at the arena playing his Get Fiddle, the guitar. And William Regal pulls up a chair, sits next to him, and says he has a great opportunity for him, and says next week he's going to face Shinsuke Nakamura. So, hey, I get to see Shinsuke next week. Hell yeah.
Nakamura better beat the fuck out of this fuckface.
Oh, I think he will. All right, then we get to some women's action. We have Nia Jax. She takes on Deonna Purrazzo. Did Deonna Purrazzo do something to piss off somebody at WWE? Because every time they send her out there, she gets the shit kicked out of her. I mean, I don't think she's come close to doing anything that remotely resembles getting the upper hand on anybody. I mean, it's like, Asuka knocked her the fuck out. I think this is the second time that Purrazzo's been squashed by Jax. So Jax wins with a Samoan drop, then follows it up with a leg drop. Nothing really particularly special about this. Well, I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, what are they doing with Nia Jax? I have no idea where they're doing with it. In fact, here's my other question. What the fuck happened to the women's division? It's like I kept expecting to see more and more of people like Dana Brooke, more people like Billie Kay, more people like Peyton Royce, hell, even Deonna Purrazzo, even Liv Morgan, even though she needs a hell of a lot of work. I was expecting, you know, especially once they got 3 of the 4 horsewomen up, I was like, okay, well, they've got a few here. They got enough to tide over. And then now with possibility of Bayley going up, I was thought, okay, maybe they're going to start putting some more. They just really haven't. Well, why is the women's division just falling so flat right now? I mean, I'm going off a point that you made the other week. I mean, it's like, no, they can't bring Bayley up. And hell, Bayley's still advertised to wrestle in NXT at least through June. And I agree with you. I mean, if you don't have Bayley there for Asuka to feud with, I mean, that's it. That is the women's division. It's game over. I mean, there's nobody with any credibility. Why has WWE, or particularly NXT, failed to bring up these new female talents and start rebuilding their women's roster?
Because there's not enough relatives and WWE looking girls that can wrestle. Like, there's a lot of girls that can wrestle, but they're just not bringing them up because they're not perfect.
You know, I mean, yeah, you would think now, like, even that, okay, it's like with the new girls. Well, what about the girls that have been there for a while? What about, like, Alexa Bliss, Carmella? There's one more I'm forgetting right now.
Yeah, but here's the problem.
Yeah, why are they not?
None of them equal the 4 horsewomen in Kana. Like, you had some of the best women's wrestlers in the world. They're moving on up. You got the 4 horsemen, Kana, and then you get the rest. Like, Purrazzo, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. She's like the enhancement lady, you know, a.k.a. get the shit beat out of. I would probably rank her in the top 5, maybe top 4, maybe top 3 of women who can actually wrestle. So, like, it's just, know what it is? They had the dream team. The dream team is gone. And just like WWE, they cry about not having the dream team anymore. They don't man the fuck up. They don't say, hey, you know, we should fucking do something different. Or, hey, we should start promoting people. You know, just think about it. What is John Cena? John Cena's really WWE crying about Hulk Hogan being gone. What is Roman Reigns? That's crying about John Cena is gone. What is Corbin? That's fucking, oh, well, just in case Roman Reigns doesn't work, we got a fucking another fucking Hulk Hogan piece of shit wannabe right on the fucking line. And that's not fair, because Hulk Hogan's the best of all of them. But, it's just, that's it. I've said this a million times, WWE booking and all that. It's, imagine the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers won Super Bowl I with a power sweep. They swept to the right, swept to the right, swept to the right, swept to the left. They just dominated with like 1 or 2 fucking plays. But the WWE, not WWE, the NFL has improved. Now, granted, the Packers have won Super Bowls before, but they've added a lot of plays. They added a lot, the game of the NFL has changed. WWE, on the other hand, is like, well, the power sweep worked before. Let's send out the power sweep again. And it's just, they don't fucking get it. I hope they get, because after Bayley takes on Kana, two things are going to happen. Bayley wins the title, and then Kana and Bayley are the feud for NXT forever. Or Kana beats Bayley, and Bayley's like, fuck this, I'm out. Peace, bitches. Which I think is better, because then she can become an underdog again, because her underdog story is way better, And then you have Kana versus... Ooh. You better fucking get that goddamn phone ringing, because even though there's Alexa Bliss, Carmella, these women ain't fucking anything compared to Kana, Bayley, or the others. And you got fucking Nia Jax, who's like, I'm Roman Reigns with a vagina. But then again, I'm just repeating myself. It's just like, come on, bro. I worry about the future of the women's division in NXT. Because at least the men, they keep re-signing them, and the men don't have as high of a standard for looks as they do with the women. The women are like, oh.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I don't think a lot of those girls are that bad looking. I mean, you can't look, dude, you cannot look me in the eye and tell me that you don't think Alexa Bliss is not attractive. I mean, that
I'm when I judge them, I'm judging them on talent. I'm not judging them on looks. I'm just saying that there's women they passed on because of looks.
Let me ask the internet infantry. Over here in the comment section, I want to ask you an honest question. Is there any of the NXT divas, any of the new up-and-comers that you don't think is attractive in any shape, way, form, or fashion? I'm just trying to get an unbiased opinion.
There's also TV. And this is the thing too. There's also TV good-looking and real-life looking.
Oh yeah.
Because Molly Holly on television didn't look that good-looking, but she's amazingly beautiful. So it just depends because there's a lot of people would like. I would never ever date, I don't know, I'm just making up a random fucking name, Paige. And then you see Paige in real life, and like, holy fuck, she's beautiful. So there's real life and TV good looking. There's like a huge difference,
Yeah, it's like Emma. Like I've seen Emma in person and I've seen Emma on TV. Yeah, she's just that good looking.
Yeah. But then again, you also have a couple of them that put on way too much makeup, and you see them in real life. And yeah.
Oh, you know what? I was not going to bring this up, but I was thinking about this morning. Did Sasha Banks get fucking hotter over the past like 6 months? I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I mean, like she was good looking before, and like I do not dispute that she was good looking before. But it's like in the past 6 months, she's gotten like super fucking hot. What the fuck? Just throw that out there.
I didn't notice because she hasn't been on TV enough. Oh, fuck me. Why I think the talented ones on television more? So, yeah, hopefully they save it. Hopefully they get a bunch, but I don't know. I'm worried about the future. But let me tell you, if Kana loses to any of these fucking cunts not named Bayley, I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking, all right, I'm going home. You can be like, oh, Alexa Bliss is hot, not hot. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? The only one that I give a pass to is Bayley. And I know this sounds weird. I know it sounds weird, but I honestly think if Bayley beats Kana, that hurts Bayley's career. I know it sounds weird because I think if Kana beats Bayley, Bayley goes to WWE with an underdog story. She's like, oh, I could never beat Kana, and oh my god, I couldn't get my title back, and I'm here. And like, oh my god, you can't do it. You couldn't even win the NXT title back. Bam, she has an underdog story. If Bayley beats Kana, then it's like, oh, I guess I'm in NXT forever. Yep. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna fight Kana again.
Because I have mixed emotions. Because if she beats her, she hands Asuka her first loss in NXT, but she gets the title back, and now she's gonna have to defend the championship, and that delays her moving up to the main roster. But if she loses, it's just like, ooh, that's kind of a bad story. You don't like pay to see Rocky, get beat, then he trains for the comeback and gets his ass knocked out in the second round.
Yeah, but Rocky 2 or 3, like whatever. The Rocky storyline sequel would be her being the underdog in WWE. That it's not the end of her story.
Sure, I mean,
just,
I'm not disagreeing with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nia Jax, I find bigger women wearing tight clothes attractive. That's what we learned about this. Nia Jax wins.
Dave, we need to talk off air.
Main event time, pal.
Main event time. Apollo Crews versus Samoa Joe. I had mixed emotions about this match because I kind of knew who was going to win because we all knew Apollo Crews got called up like 2 days later on Raw, and you know, and God bless him. I like Apollo Crews. I don't know why they called him up as early as they did. I really felt like he was just, you know, part of the term here, but he was just vanilla. I felt like he really just needed something, and I think NXT was the perfect place. I mean, hell, he was my pick to succeed Finn Balor. I just thought he had that it factor. I think if they could just pull more of that natural personality and charisma out, maybe find a little edge to him, I think he would have been great. Now they pulled him up, and I don't know what. Honestly, I think what it is Vince McMahon took one look at him. He had a chubby, said, I need to go to the restroom real quick, rubbed one out, and said, I want that man on Raw on Monday. Get him up there. But, sir, I don't care. Get him on Raw. That's what I think happened. But not to take away from it, he's Apollo Crews, phenomenal talent, great guy.
Apollo Crews, step into my office. If you grab my arm, your fucking career is over. You understand? Go.
And Samoa Joe, I think I'm beginning to think NXT is like his purgatory. He is just condemned to stay in NXT for the rest of eternity. I don't know why. I don't know what he did. I just really wish they would go ahead and move him up. I think he would be doing a lot more better things up on the main roster. But anyway, we'll save that for later. I want to talk about the actual match. I really enjoyed the main event match. Crews showing off his chops. I actually thought he was going to be able to get Joe up for that power bomb, or maybe they were saving that for later. But Samoa Joe having to get his footing back, trying to get back on that mean streak, and I'm beginning to think Samoa Joe's going to become like the Batista of NXT. He gets unlimited title shots. But Samoa Joe, I love that. Yeah, I love that fucking slam, like that one-arm fucking slam he did. I mean, he bounced Crews like 3 feet off that mat, then locks in the coquina clutch. Crews has got no place to go, is forced to tap out. Your winner, Samoa Joe. I enjoyed the match, but what do you think about, what do you think about these positions? Shouldn't this be the opposite way around? Shouldn't they call up Samoa Joe and keep Apollo Crews? I mean, to me, I think that's the route they should have gone. I mean, why do you think they went the opposite route?
If I put my foot cap on, I would have had Finn Balor lose to Joe, and then Finn Balor would be up there with the Bullet Club right now, and then Apollo Crews versus Samoa Joe would be the main event going forward in NXT. That's what I would do. But I enjoyed this match a lot. I was shocked to see Samoa Joe win, but I was happy about it. I love both these athletes. I really do. And I'd love to see them go at it again, but on a bigger stage. You know what I mean? So, but I enjoyed it a lot. And I don't know. Like, I don't know about Samoa Joe going up. Because I would rather see, I don't know. I just don't want to see Samoa Joe what happened with TNA. Where they just like, oh, he's fucking here for the sake of being here. Samoa Joe, to me, is one of the best wrestlers in the world, and I just don't want to see him as Tyler Breeze up on the main roster.
I just don't want to. Dude, Tyler Breeze got fucked over hard, and I just don't want to see that.
Yeah, but guess what? On Twitter, it's the fans' fault. That's like, know what I love about WWE right now and these pathetic fucking losers? Tyler Breeze, let's just pick on Tyler Breeze for a second. Tyler Breeze could get hit by a truck. You send him a card and be like, sorry, you got hit by a truck. And he's like, you fucking marks, I'm glad I got hit by a truck. I get free fucking pea soup. All right. Gotcha. Sorry, fuck me, right? Oh,
I always feel like blaming the fans is like one of the biggest cop-outs in the world.
It's just mentally weak.
It is. I mean, it is. I mean,
it's mentally weak. I've said this about pro wrestlers all the time. They are, there's some that are legit fucking mentally tough. But most pro wrestlers, once you fucking really know them, they are mentally weak fucking people. Mentally, I mean, look at their eyes. Look at the fucking way they act. They're just mentally weak fucking people. And all that, but like, who shit on? I don't know. I'm old. Men didn't have to blame something on something else. They could just say, hey, it didn't fucking work out. Hey, that was my fault. You know what it is? I was talking to a young entrepreneur, a young fucking guy, and I was saying, this is what the problem is. And I think a lot of people don't understand this. The phrase time to pay the piper. People don't understand. Like, when you grew up, it was time to pay the piper. Like, if in New Jersey, if you ran your fucking mouth, and I have, and someone wanted to beat the fuck out of you for running your mouth, and you're like, fuck, all right, it's time to go pay the piper, and you got your fucking ass whooped. If me and Boom Boom had a deal, and I fucked over Boom Boom, either I lied to him, I couldn't deliver, you would pay the piper and be like, hey, Boom Boom, I fucked you over. I'm sorry. There's no paying of the piper anymore in society. I have a comic book company. Literally, I'm like, all you have to say is, I'm sorry, I lied to you, and all would be forgiving. And they can't. They can't do that. They don't fucking get it. They can't pay the fucking piper. And that's what it is. That's why I think, like, you see it on Twitter. You see it on that. It's just, dude, sometimes you fail. Sometimes shit doesn't go right. But to fucking blame it on fucking fans and the internet. I mean, I would love that. Like, fucking, imagine you're in the military. You're in a fighting hole, and your fucking machine gun jams, and you gotta run to the other fucking. It's just like, what do you do? Oh, stupid fucking internet, machine guns jammed. Fuck you guys. Hey, IWC, machine guns down. And it's just, how fucking mentally weak can you be? Sorry, I got off topic. I'm fucking sick.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's just
fuck, man. I don't want to see Samoa Joe. I don't want to see Samoa Joe on Twitter one day blame the fans. That's my biggest fear. I respect Samoa Joe too much. I don't want to see Samoa Joe be like, oh, well, I don't want to go to tweet and be like, hey, Samoa Joe, fucking sucks that, you're getting treated like Tyler Breeze. And then I hope Samoa Joe's mentally strong. I don't want to see Samoa Joe go, fuck you, man. I'm fucking laughing to the bank. All right. Sure. Great. Fuck me, right? It's my fault. It's my fault, Tyler Breeze. You know what I mean?
And here's another question here, and this is going along the lines of NXT. They brought up Baron Corbin, they brought up Enzo and Cass, they brought up Apollo Crews, and they brought up the Vaudevillains. Do you think they're actually trying to shake things up and turn things around there, or do you think they've just kind of fucked up? They called up too many people too fast?
Repeat that question again. I'm fucking punch drunk.
Well, they've called up four talents altogether, 2 singles, 2 tags. They called up Baron Corbin, they called up Apollo Crews singles, and they called up Enzo and Cass in the Vaudevillains tag. Now, do you think that's something that they're doing? They did that intentionally, because they're trying to shake things up?
No, it's perfect. The WrestleMania just ended. No, I shit on WWE when they do stuff wrong, but like, oh, we miss Corbin. Fucking dude, I don't want to see. Like, if it was like, oh my god, you're fucking dead, and Corbin can fucking give you a heart transplant, or you could just fucking die. I'm like, you know what? I had a good life. I don't want to see fucking Corbin do anything. I just don't. If Corbin fucking, I don't know, just pay him $1 billion to go away forever. Like, missing Corbin. So yeah, and the Vaudevillains and Enzo and Cass would have been surpassed by American Alpha, so they got called up the right time. The only one you need to worry about is Apollo Crews, but who knows? Hopefully he turns it around. But it's hard. I notice it's hard to turn it around on the big stage. Go on.
That's the thing. I really want Crews to be successful. I really do. I like him. I really like the guy. I wish he would have spent some more time in NXT, but you're called up. I mean, that's what you're there for. So I just hope they don't misuse him, and I hope they don't. I hope they don't treat him. They treat him like they did Tyler Breeze, where okay, this is the new toy. Okay, it's good for a couple weeks. Okay, I'm tired of this. Let's just have him job out.
Yeah. It's going to be scary. Plus, I think it would be cool if like Paul Heyman or Miz or someone, a male manager, managed them. But yeah, we'll get to that when it happens. All right. You got some questions, and we'll wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah, I'm going to let everybody know right now. Coco's under the weather. I'm about to go to bed, so I'm not going to be able to hit everything. So I'm going to try to just hit the NXT related questions. Now, if you've got something you absolutely positively want to have answered, just go over to prowrestling.me. It's free if you haven't done that. So it's free to sign up. So jump on over there and just post on the forums there. And Dave, myself, LK, Sammy will do our best to get in there. We'll just do a Stump the Idiot thread. So, if I don't get your question, it's no disrespect. It's just we're short on time, and I just want to be sure to get the wrestling related questions. So if anything that we don't answer, please, I'm asking you nicely. Please go to prowrestling.me and just go post it up on the forums, and we'll get to it. I promise. All right, I'm scrolling through here. Okay, I can't read these. No, don't trust me. It's kind of racy. Let's see. Ray Mustani wants to know my thoughts on the Bullet Club and the Reign segment. I like it. I want to see where it's going. It's definitely made things interesting. I may actually go back to watching Raw again because Raw's been pretty good for the past 2 weeks. Can they make it 3 in a row? I guarantee it, because just because I fucking said, okay, I'm not watch this Monday night, it's gonna suck. Just to fucking spite me. Hey, Boom Boom's gonna watch. Quick, make it suck. Your favorite moment from NXT tonight? For me, my favorite moment from NXT was the opening tag match. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I thought that was match of the night.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Who's worse? Who is worse, Corbin or Reigns? Reigns.
They're the same person. They are. They're the same exact person. There's no difference between Cena, Corbin, or Reigns. Matter of fact, if someone came to me and said Cena's just wearing a wig, I wouldn't even fucking deny it. I wouldn't even question it once. But John Cena is Roman Reigns. Of course he is. John Cena is also Corbin. Of course he is. It's kind of like a voice actor who does like 20 fucking voices on a cartoon, and you're like, did you know that this fucking Bugs Bunny was the same as fucking, I don't know, Sully from Monsters Inc.? That's not factual at all. But yeah, it's just John Cena playing a different character. It's the same fucking dude. They're the same. Like, do we even know Corbin and Roman Reigns are not the same person? Have we ever seen them together? They're just.
I don't think we have.
There's no difference. They blame the internet, and they're the chosen ones. That's it. You know what? They are the same person. Fuck it. I don't know. That's like asking which one's worse. The reflection of the reflection.
All right, let's see. TJ Amars, he asked, Triple H seems to be trying to get Ricochet, King Cuerno, Cage, and now cheerleader Melissa. He's talking about Mariposa, and Melissa Santos to join NXT. Now, the King Cuerno, I know they were trying to get a hold of him for the Cruiserweight Invitational, or the Cruiserweight Tournament, but Lucha Underground blocked that because I think he signed like a 7-year contract with him. So I think they wound up sending him back to Mexico because I heard he was fucking pissed about that shit. And then Ricochet, I know they were trying to talk with him, trying to persuade him, and that's partly part of the reason why he dropped the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships with Matt Sydal at the past big event they had now. However, Cage, Mariposa, and Santos. Now, that one's new to me. I haven't heard anything about that. Dave, have you heard anything about that?
I try to keep away from those spoilers. As far as WWE, they're just, I don't know, it's business. They see someone like something, and they're going to try to take all the talent from it. It's just the way business is done. It sucks for Lucha Underground, and hopefully they don't lose everybody. And the thing is, there's a part of me that goes, wow, that'd be awesome. You can see all these Lucha Undergrounds on the big stage, but they're going to NXT. Maybe one out of all of them will make it. I don't know. I'm just not happy with the situation. But who knows? But then again, do you really want a bunch of employees that are pissed off and you can't get them out of their contract? But then again, do you want your rest? I don't know. It's a fucked up situation, no matter how you look at it. Because you don't want your employees pissed the fuck off because they're like, oh, I signed a 7-year fucking deal. I can't get out of this. But maybe they should have signed a 7-year deal. But that's a different story for another day. Then you want your fans pissed off because half your fucking roster's leaving. It is a very tough decision, and I can solve it. You ready? You put Lucha Underground on WWE Network, and you start working together and have a great fucking relationship. And then we get to watch Lucha Underground live on WWE Network. That was really just greedy for me. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to pitch an idea that was just fucking, at the end, I'm happy. All right, go on.
All right, I'm just going to take a bunch. Like, there's a bunch of questions coming out about this, so I'm just going. This will be the last question we need to cover here. Maybe we should do just.
Yeah, we'll do a Stump the Idiot. I'm really sick. I don't know if it's coming off on the camera, but
you know what?
Pro Wrestling.me at Coco Sports, and we'll try to do a Stump the Idiot, a Lucha Underground review. I thought about doing it today, but like I'm already mad at Boom Boom Internet and life, so I'm gonna wait 24 hours or more to do Lucha Underground, just because like the Lucha Under, the believers are like really pissed at me because they said I was better in season 1. I'm like, hey bro, fucking all right. Like I don't even like. It's so funny because I'm like I pay the piper. You know, I'm like, yeah, maybe I was better in season 1. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But I'm gonna watch Lucha Underground and wait till I'm healthy because can you imagine me doing a review by myself? I'm kind of cranky now. When I get sick, I'm a bitch. I'm cranky now. Imagine if Boom Boom wasn't here. I'd be like, pro wrestling. What the fuck's up with that? I am over.
Okay. Yeah, one of the questions is, am I going to be reviewing Lucha Underground? I will not be joining this one. I got called into work on one of my off days, so I've got to change my schedule and everything up. So that's going to include me not being able to review. I'm going to watch it. Don't get me wrong. I love that show, but I will not be able to join you guys for the review. However, I believe LK and Sammy Sinister will be jumping on board, particularly Sammy. LK, he messaged me, said he will be reviewing SmackDown. We've also got a Ring of Honor review coming up. I believe the TNA review's already in the can. And, of course, we'll start all over this Monday night with Monday Night Raw. And, of course, you can always check everything out on KocoSports.com. That's KOCOSports.com. It's your home for combat sports. It's where the world goes to kick ass, and most importantly, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Also, be sure to check us out at ProWrestling.me. If you missed any of our shows, we got our complete archive there. We've also got our forums there, our blogs. They're all open, 100% uncensored, so be sure to jump on and be awesome. We've also got links to news and gossip, so please check it out. And it's free to register. It's just we want to create just a fun atmosphere for people to go to. So, and thank you, by the way, to the people who subscribed this week. I saw some of the numbers. We got a few more people subscribed this week, so thank you to you guys. Please tell your friends and jump on board. We're having a great time there, and we just want you to join in on the fun. And of course, be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We're always cranking out shows, so. If you want to be at least up to date on what we're doing here with Wrestle AM, be sure to do that. Dave, that's going to do it for me. So, Dave, any of your parting words of wisdom?
I want to really apologize for being such a shithead today and being sick. If you really do have any questions, no disrespect, as we said. It's just he has to go to work and I'm sick. Hit me up on Twitter at Coco Sports, and I'll try to do a Stump the Idiot this week. We have so many questions we're behind on. And go to ProWrestling.me, sign up, and you can go there. Like I said, we do try to get to every comment, but I'm just feeling like, so I just want to apologize to the Internet Infantry. All right, Booms, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, and with that, I am over.